All right, Josh, this was a real quality win for SLU. We both know that Coach Church was extremely unhappy with his basketball team. They came out today and they handled their business.
Handle business, clear, running away. You had 8 guys in double figures in this game. You had Kellen Thames and Jax Kerr both getting double-doubles tonight. Very, very happy with the effort, I'm sure, for Coach Church. And you're going to be happy with the offense. It made it look easy, getting 100 points and shot below 30% from three-point range.
And, this was, I would guess you would call it a warm-up game before conference play starts this Wednesday. I thought this was a big win for SLU. They need to win a game like this because they labored in their last 2 contests at home.
Labored in the last 2 contests, and you want to make sure that you're not playing down to your competition. You want to make sure that in games like this where there's a clear talent gap, that you're making sure to take advantage of that. And they did so tonight, setting themselves up for a nice home game against St. Joseph before having to go out on the road when conference play starts here next week.
Notable today, Kellen Thames came back, had a double-double. And the one thing about Kellen Thames that stands out, he taxed the rim with reckless abandon, and he brought a lot of the energy this afternoon.
Well, brought a lot of energy off the bench. I saw mass subs with the second unit this game, a little bit of a treat for this one. And he had energy from the minute he touched the floor until the very last buzzer. So you like seeing him, especially in a game like today where there's no Amari McCoughtry on the court. Him being able to lead that second unit with that energy and that high-flying ability definitely stood out for SLU today.
And you want to see this type of performance from SLU. I talked with a few fans around their end today, and they felt like, Principia didn't really present them much of a challenge. But on the other end, they've been struggling. And even when you're struggling and you're winning, you look to improve. And I thought the effort was a lot better today.
Yeah, you got a lot better effort, and you just saw a collective level of energy being higher for everybody that touched the court today versus the New Hampshire game. You saw, a lot of sluggish play, not necessarily running back on defense, not necessarily getting after the loose balls, things like that. But today's game, they brought it all, from literally the first minute to the last. And it's an exciting way to go into that conference play with a big win today.
And the last thing, in games like this, you look for your bench. You look for your bench guys like Cam Hudson or Jaden Schertz to get important minutes because they don't play a lot, and the bench gets shorter in conference play. So games like this are great because it gives your bench a lot of opportunities to get some real-time reps.
Well, you got guys coming off the bench getting some real-time reps, and you get guys like Paul Otieno, Ishan Sharma getting some starter minutes in the games like today where they can get themselves in the rhythm before conference play starts as well. So it's a big, win all around, not just because of the outcome and the score, but because of what you get from it going into some more important games down the stretch.
That is the voice of Josh Price, host of the Price Check, and my co-host on the In the Zone show that you can hear on Spotify. This is a production of Rootworks Media. You're listening to In the Zone, and you're watching the network.